All right, so devlog 5, I believe. No camera today. Just going to talk a little bit about what's going on, what kind of progress we have. So I'm just going to run and let this kind of gameplay in the background. There are just a slew of bugs happening at this point. So while this plays, it's highly likely you'll catch numerous ones on screen. The UI, for instance, the ticker is no longer at the bottom. It's kind of raised up, and that kind of makes things look a little weird. It's covering the bottom of the out of bounds. That's fine. That's not a bug I'm too concerned with. We'll see how many bigger ones we hit as we watch. But the big additions, I've added kickoffs. Um, Obviously, as it opened up with the kickoff, I've added field goals and extra points. Um, I've tweaked some of the running logic and blocking, and everything just kind of gets tweaked over and over again. I have added a decision making process to play calling. I've added an offensive coordinator, a defensive coordinator, and a special teams coordinator, and using kind of a priority decision making logic, we'll decide on what type of play to call based on game situation. The only one they care about right now is kicking field goals. So, in theory, anytime they are within the 35-yard line, which is right where they're at right now, if it's fourth down, they should kick a field goal. I don't know if they're going to, because that is right on the cusp. So let's see what happens. They are going to. So we're going to see a field goal, and he's going to get it 52 yards out. Happy with that. Going to the kickoff. So anyway, everything for a normal gameplay loop is complete except for punting. Punting is the next one on the list. Kickoffs were a nightmare, but that's because of how I chose to do things. I'm not going to get too into that, but I have is a weird system of how I'm lining up formations and how I'm making substitutions, and rely on, or I did, relied on a QB to be active for it to kind of make sense sometimes, and yeah, it's hard to explain, but made some decisions that made a lot of sense when I was just dealing with offense and defense. But on a special teams play, you can have players from either. Like the positions aren't restricted to offense and defense. So you could have corners and receivers on the same team on the field at the same time. And I hadn't designed offense and defense to do that, because I didn't see a need to do that. So when I got to special teams, it kind of broke everything on kickoffs, and then just handling the change of possession to respect the way that I line up players from formations was kind of a pain, but it seems to be working. Now, one of the issues that I'm having, amongst others, yeah, there is a break tackle that should be happening. It doesn't seem to work. I have logic to when you try to break a tackle, it should like knock down the defender that tried to tackle. It doesn't do that. Instead, like the guy that tries to tackle just repeats it until he instantly tackles. So that's what I'm working on now. And then we have a issue with quarter switches. The weird thing about you'd think it'd be kind of easy, like you know, game clock 0, next quarter, and then if it's halftime, you switch sides to the team that didn't receive the kick in the first place, and then you just call quarter 3 and you start it over. And for the most part, that is kind of how it works. But you run into weird issues. Um, oh, damn, that is a deep one. 54. I don't think he made that. But he must have. It's kind of hard. It's kind of weird because my field that I pulled from Google has like the uprights kind of are flat on the screen, so they're not like perfectly representative of where the ball actually is. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, so the game clock issues. I ran into a weird one where I kicked a last second field goal. It's insane that I even ran into this while just watching a game, but they kicked a last second field goal at the end of the half. So the logic was to try to kick it off while switching side. It was a mess. I think we just saw a QB scramble, by the way, which is strange. It usually breaks everything, and then the QB gets stuck. But anyway, oh yeah, there he goes. And he doesn't break into his running formation. He just pretends he's dropping back. He's very slick. Yes, so you just kind of run into all kinds of these weird cases. There's so many variables and so many situations that can happen in football. It's very hard to design something that is safe. It doesn't just throw bugs everywhere. Like right now, so once my quarterback has decided he likes to scramble, he just scrambles forever, I think. And that's what he's doing right now. So that is probably because I probably have some kind of trigger that isn't some kind of flag that's not being reset when the huddle happens. Oh, killing it. Oh, so now it's switched to how? Yeah, if you noticed, there was all kinds of issues happening. And now we're in a third quarter. We have no field goal. Now we're stuck. There we go. This is the type of shit I'm talking about. What is happening? What is going on? What a great. This is the best way to end this video.